In this video, we're going to talk about how to combine price action rules to help us predict direction bias of the market and where are the high probability setups to enter. Right now, we can see that the uptrend that today's session started with played out with the break, pushed to new high according to trendline rule. Market entered consolidation stage. We have short-term trend working higher, but I can see significant information, and that is this uptrend doesn't have new high. We can't even reach the key level resistance, which is telling me, okay, the structure is more bearish. So right now, the market is about to open. Structure is more bearish, so I'm not thinking about buying because this uptrend doesn't have new high, and price action continued to trade lower. So when I'm watching this, and I can see that range is really not holding because we just had a break in new high, and I have series of lower highs and lower lows, I have to right now identify the structure, and it looks like some downtrend is developing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the beginning of the move. I'm going to connect the first two swings, and this is the first structure that I'm thinking about. Potential downtrend working lower, but it is still too early for me to start selling just yet. I need to see maybe one more push face down so I can really see bearish structure, or EMA or the trend line holding. I need a little bit more information. This is still way too early, so let's see what's going to happen. Okay, we have additional push down. This is what I like to see. This is confirming more bearish bias. Price action is working higher, so what I have to do is I have to redraw short-term correction. There's always a short-term correction part of the main trend. We have a new level. I'm going to reset the count. First entry short, we have a break below this bar low. First entry short, pull back, and now we have second entry short because we have a new low, first entry short, break higher, first entry long, failure, second entry short. So this right here is a second entry short. Now, this is almost great setup, but the trend is just about to be established, not fully confirmed. The bearish structure is just about to be confirmed. There's not that many bars, so it's not super easy to take it, especially since uptrend doesn't fully have breaking new high. Yes, EMA is holding, there is attempt, but since the downtrend is just forming, it is a little bit more aggressive. Great signal bar though, so not a bad setup. Second entry short. It's better if the trend is a little bit more confirmed and market continued working lower. You felt second entry long, but the signal bar of course is terrible. You cannot go short below doji like this, excuse me, not really doji, but inside bar like this, and market continues to go lower. Okay, so now we're clearly in this bearish trend down. We have lower highs and low lows, so I have to follow the trend line rule, which means I'm not thinking about selling. Okay, I want to sell at the key entry point, and what I have to do is I have to expect new extreme. There's going to be break of the trend. So let's see what's going to happen. New low, first entry short, second entry short, but I have short-term uptrend in place, so I can't really sell. It even looks like a visual one push working higher, so I have to respect the correction channel. Breaking new high, the uptrend right now played out, breaking new high, so I expect new extreme to be tested following the trend line rule. Okay, so this is how I'm combining the price action rules. We're going sideways, so now I'm going to combine trend range rule with the trend line rule. I do expect new low, so I'm predicting market to be bearish. And now we have small consolidation, which means right now that I can sell high. I'm not going to buy low because you traded down. I can sell high, and I'm looking for right now breakout, pullback, lower high. Most breakouts are trending, this will fail. This is terrible congestion. EMA exactly in the middle of these bars. This is no trade zone. I cannot take setup like this. I need either sell, fail, breakout, but preferably I want to see breakout, pullback, lower high, and testing the new extreme. It looked like we may get lower high, but it never formed. Now we broke higher, so this was a bit confusing. Why there is no lower high breakout pullback? For this reason, I didn't sell this fail breakout because you would really expect new low to get tested here and to have a breakout pullback. Why there is no new low? Why we pushed higher? So for this reason, I feel like this fail breakout, even though it ended up working, is a little bit premature because we didn't have the lower high breakout pullback here. It's a little bit too bullish. Scalp was made, and now you have second entry short, new low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short, and this is now really strong rejection. Okay, you can see massive momentum, massive bar, tier 1 signal bar, auto range highs again, combining two price action rules. Trend line rule, we need to get new low. Trend range rule, sell high, most breakouts will fail, and this is a decent setup. Great second entry short, combining price action rules. I was looking for lower high, which we have here. I actually don't mind selling into this support because at this point, breakout failed, and you really expect new low to be tested, so I'm going to mark even this lower high. It's not a bad setup. I didn't get filled though because it just dropped lower, and now we have break, push to an extreme. So right now I'm going to pause looking to go short. It looks like though there is also, because we are breaking new high again, there's also a slightly wider channel, okay? Because I can take a look at the very beginning of the downtrend. I started a little bit later because this is generally in trading ranges how it goes, because you have sideways structure, and the move down really happens a little bit later. But if I'm going to draw a little bit wider channel like this, it still fits perfect. Look at all the confirmations, look at the market geometry. Price action is telling me that, even market geometry at the bottom, price action is telling me that this is the push down, this is the downtrend. So you can see there's a reason to price movement, there's a reason to every single information on the market. And because now you can easily right now play this confirmed downtrend, the wider one, this lower high is decent. It's a little bit too sideways, but it's not a bad lower high. You can consider because you're selling quite high uptrend played out. It's not super textbook because what if there's slightly wider uptrend like this? This was a little bit concerning, but because the wider downtrend is so convincing, so many confirmations fit so well, you can consider breaking new extreme again. I was actually even thinking about adapting to slightly wider channel, because if I'm going to draw a channel a little bit wider like this, I still keep all of these early swings and I still have tail confirmation here. So this was very close. You can either play break in new extreme or you can keep it a little bit wider, because you know it's very hard to tell if there's a real break or not. It's super close. You still get a lot of confirmations. Price action is not distorted, so you can play both channels. Close is close enough. Second entry short again, but this is an inside bar, so I can't take inside bar even though it worked. The lower high is terrible, and now we actually have quadruple test, multiple tests. You can see how continuously EMA keeps rejecting. I actually do this setup myself. Normally you don't really want to take a setup where it's this wedged like this after potential new low, but I liked the quad test. So many rejections here, EMA keeps rejecting. You can see the support is here. I'm gonna mark it. It's not a bad setup, but it's not the greatest setup either, because you just had potential break new low of the first wider downtrend and it's a little bit too wedged. You can see there are some lows. I ended up having a losing trade here. I was a little bit surprised. I really thought it was going to work, at least for a scalp, but I had a losing trade right here. Multiple tests, but it was more aggressive because it's quite stacked and it's quite wedgy. So you gotta be more careful. Now I'm going to redraw, brand new option working higher. Something like this, break new high. Almost new downtrend, new low tested, excuse me. So close can be close enough, basically double bottom. Almost new low tested, let's see what's going to happen. Market is reversing higher, so I'm going to redraw a short-term option like this. You actually felt second entry short here, which is quite tempting. I think it looked a little bit different when I was watching this live. New low, first entry short, second entry short failure. Let me see how it looks. It's not a bad setup. If you're definitely playing breaking new extreme, you can consider reversal pattern. There's a tail at the top, which is not ideal. But if you're playing the breaking new extreme alternative, you know, this is a decent felt second entry short reversal pattern, because you expect right now this to be reversal pattern since the downtrend played out. You're above EMA. Not a bad setup. Signal bar a little bit not ideal. Market keeps working higher, breaking new high, and market keeps breaking lower. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a bigger trend range. Something like, let's say something like this. I'm going to find the perfect medium. Why am I drawing a trend range? Well, because if I'm going to zoom back, which I have to do periodically, I cannot get tunnel vision. I need to still remind myself what is the big structure, not just the small micro local patterns, but the macro pattern as well. We've been going sideways for a very long time. Flat EMA, consistent pricing up and down. So once again, I want to apply trend range rules. Buy low, sell high. This range looks pretty established. We traded down in a weak downtrend. Now we're playing the trend range. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the short-term structure. Follow these channels. I'm not looking to go long because uptrend played a bit to break new high. We are at the range high. So if anything, I'm just sniping good opportunity to sell because uptrend played out. We're at the top of the trend range. But there's no good short entry. Yes, you have some lower high here, which you can count as a second entry short, but you know, the trend range is just about to be established. It's quite big of a bar. Actually, it's not that big, only 2.75. The ATR was really low. Once again, not a bad setup if you sold here. I would be a little bit concerned why this downtrend doesn't have new extreme on the first go. Why we push back above EMA? That is my concern. Because normally you're supposed to have some setup below EMA here. The fact that you're back above EMA makes you question a little bit, hold on, is there some slightly wider uptrend like this that price action is attempting to test the new high? For this reason, This is a little bit more advanced trade. It worked perfectly though. Market broke lower, something like this. If you sold here, not a bad trade. You're quite a good trader. Going to draw some option working higher, something like this. Okay, we're going sideways, back below EMA. I'm going to redraw downtrend working lower like this. We have a new high count reset. First entry long, failed, pull back. Second entry long right here, failed. And now this is technically a lower high. This is lower high to this failed second entry long. But problem is we pushed quite far down. You can basically also view it sort of like a visual failed second entry long. This one is a little bit hidden bullish bar here. But you know, we pushed quite far down. So at this point, I would really prefer to get a second entry short. This really looks more like a first entry short only. Okay, because you push quite far down, new low first entry short. It really looks like there's even room to get a second entry short. So once again, if you sold, not a bad trade. It is a lower high confirming for second entry long. It's not just super textbook setup. So both of these trades are quite acceptable. Can I get a second entry short? New low can reset first entry short. You can see downtrend is nicely confirmed. You can see trend range rules kicked in. Every single time you break the range, most breakouts will fail. So you can see if you're applying the trend range rules and you're using these key levels, you can predict where the market is going to go. Okay, we're enough with the EMA. Big bar for second entry short. No trigger, didn't even trigger here below this bar, so we can't really take it. And now we have actually a very nice trade on paper, which is a failed breakout because you have a downtrend working lower, you have congestion, breakout. So once again, according to trendline rule, we expect new low to be tested. So this is great failed breakout on paper, but there was a massive spike in volatility. When you're watching this live, you can't really enter this. Number one, it's a bit too big, but number two, this happened super quickly. There was spike up, spike down, massive spike in volatility, maybe some news or something like that. So I'm gonna mark it just educational wise, but you can't really take this, you can't really execute taking this trade. So, you know, mainly to study this because the downtrend is in play. You expect new extreme, you're going sideways, failed breakout, most breakouts will fail. Once again, small trend range rule, and we need to get new low. Downtrend played out, and now we have another failed breakout with the break pushed to new extreme. So downtrend played out, so we're not looking to sell. And you can see we've been working sideways in a healthy trend range for such a long time. So once again, you're so far from the EMA, you're miles away from the EMA, so you're going to pull back. Once again, trend range rules, most breakouts will fail. All of these sellers who are trading the breakout strategies, there are tons of them on the internet, they tell you sell the breakout, sell breakout. That's good if you understand the market structure. If you have imbalance or you have breakout pullback, you can sell or buy the breakout. But you have a trend range without any imbalance or breakout pullback, most breakouts will fail. So this is why they're all going to get trapped. Those sellers are going to get trapped. You're far from the EMA. Once again, I have to mark it only educational wise, basically for fun only, because you can see this was 1257.07, 1257.13. So it is spiking down, spiking down, spiking up, spiking up. So you can't really take this because there's spiking volatility. It's gigantic. But to study this, it's a great example. To study this, right now we expect price action to go back into trend range, following the rules. Downtrend played out. Okay, small break new high. Okay, interesting, small break new high. And now I'm starting to feel a little bit lost because all channels played out. Yes, we have some long here, but I just don't really want to go long. Uptrend played out. Everything played out now. So this is right now the no man's land area where I can't really be thinking about setups. Maybe some local resistance. Market is breaking lower. Before I reloaded my data, I had here great bullish bar, but I cannot go long. Okay, why you can't buy off this key level? Let's say if you have good bullish bar here, because you have to ask yourself why price action is not reaching it to the top. Why there is small resistance like this, empty room at the top. We failed to reach the highs here, we failed to reach the highs here, middle of the trend range is holding, push back down. So this means right now something is too bearish and I would not be buying here. There's no signal bar, so no problem, but in case you have better signal bar, I want you to understand why you can't go long here, because price action failed many times to prove us that bulls are in the market. We can't reach this resistance. Okay, market is working high. You have some first entry short only, actually. You have a first second entry short here, so can't really take it. Okay, I'm going to draw uptrend working higher, something like this. Once again, just following these two main rules, following short and trend line rule within the range, and once price action reaches these extremes, I'm gonna buy low, sell high, and I expect most breakouts to fail. Can I fade a breakout? I cannot. The reason why I can go long here is because downtrend played out. And now we have uptrend in play. So remember, I still follow the trend line rule. I cannot go short as long as uptrend is still in play. Okay, uptrend working higher, break a new high. Uptrend played out, but we have inside bar. And even if it's a good bar, I don't really want to sell because the push is too steep. It's too seamless. This bullish momentum was too strong. So you know it worked. It's an inside bar and it was too strong, so I can't really take it. And market keeps working higher, and this is important. Can move it a little bit higher. Here we have the breakout pullback. Okay, most breakouts will fail at least temporarily. So right here we have a breakout that failed, tested the key level, but instead of prices going back down, the key level held, and we have breakout pullback pattern. So if you're thinking about buying, you like to see the breakout pullback first to see, okay, the buyers are in the market, this key level, this resistance transformed now into support. And this is a good area right now where you'll be thinking about buying. You need to see the breakout pullback. The push was also too steep, so the bullish momentum is still there. What I like doing now is I like to explain why price action keeps going higher even after original new high. So I was looking for some wider channel, something like this. The channel doesn't fit that well. You know, quite empty room here. It's not the best fitting channel, but it helps me navigate the market conditions right now. New high, first entry long. There is no break below. If you want to get a second entry long, the first entry long needs to have a pullback, which means after first entry long, you need to have one of these bars to have a break below its low. There are no breaks below either one of these bars lows. So there is no pullback, just first entry long still in play. Break, push to a new extreme, two legs down, one leg down, second leg down, I expect new high. Can I get a high above EMA? I have high above exponential moving image, but it's an inside bar. If this wasn't an inside bar, this is textbook trade, two legs down, break a new low, opportunity new high, EMA is holding, push above EMA, everything aligned. The only skip is the inside bar, so otherwise great entry and great price action working higher, market cycle, and now the market is about to close. So this is the overall structure for today using price action rules. Once again, there are a few more aggressive setups you can consider. This one right here, this is actually okay setup. You have a key level at this level or this lower high perhaps. So a few good setups. I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day. I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.